So yeah, living here on the pebble beach with all the shingles is a nightmare to get the ski down the beach. There's no ramp as such. There's a marina, but that has its own hassles, costs and time and effort. So I was looking to do something better with the trailer. So what I did was I come up with this variable axle. So if it's driving along the road, just the main axle that comes with the trailer is the one that's on the ground. But then I've got these extra axles, variable axles, which can go down in order to get it down the beach. So I did the variable axle 2 years ago because I felt like I needed something, but I just felt like it wasn't quite the one. It was just a bit awkward, a bit clunky to do. I'll show you that in a second. So this is the new one. Really pleased with this variable axle design. What I've done is I've made it here on made a mechanism here, so we can just put the drill on it and yeah, so this was the variable axle, my first go at it from a couple of years ago. So with this style variable axle, it's a more simple design, and I just basically have this axle, it will flop down underneath this one. I have a bolt there which is holding it in the up position at the moment. So it's a little bit clunky, need to undo the bolt first. What I did was I had it so I have to basically jack it right up first, the front of the ski. There's sort of different ways of doing this, but an axle stand seems to be one of the ways. Then I can flip the axle down into the beach mode, and then I can go and take it off the axle stand. Or better still, if you've got a winch on the truck, like this one, then I did make like a quick jack. Inspired by pit crews in motor racing. They're a little bit clunky, but if I hold some weight on it, then it's going to be high enough to allow me to flip this variable axle down. Get it? Yep. And then bolt this into the down position to hold it in place. This is basically beach mode. We can then take it off of the jack . I'll now put the rear axle down to match the front two axles, or even lift the centre axle, the road axle, off the ground. Can you spin that centre axle? Yep. Now same on this side, we'll do this bolt up. And we could either match that middle axle or even lift it off the ground. Okay, so it's still a beach. It's a 460 kilogram jet ski, something like that. So it's never going to be completely easy, but it's pretty much impossible on the standard one. So let's see. So starting off here. Once you get on the downward section of the beach, it's pretty much you're trying to stop it. you know, once you get on that long stretch at the bottom, you're kind of holding on, digging your heels in, trying to stop it from gaining momentum. The only struggle you might have is with when you come across a little upward bump sort of in the middle there, but still doable like with 2 people. So we've had some experience. So there it is, that is the convertible beach / road PWC trailer by me, one of my inventions. I've had help along the way from Danny, of course, as in most projects, Danny.
Yep.
So look, I guess this leads us perfectly into how to get it back up again. And we have the winch set up here on the truck, on the beast, ready to go. So let's demonstrate that. So we have this winch here, which I've made some bracketry and fitted to the tow bar. And if I turn it into the clutch off, then we should be able to just let that free pull as far as we need it to go. I think this one's up to about 25 meters before you need to use some extra rope. All right, stop, Danny. So this winch is with a remote control, actually wireless remote control here, so all pretty easy really. Definitely been harder pushing, getting jet skis up the beach when there's like 6 of you trying to hump the thing up. Having some high quality rope is useful, you know, if you have to extend it. You know, if you're down to a low tide like this, you might need to put the rope to extend the winch, and then you can go several times winch in, winch out. And if you've got a 4-wheel drive like this, you might be able to just hook it up on the 4-wheel drive, and on the flat section of the beach, just pull it up, go back, put the rope, make the rope shorter, pull it up, and just do it in a few runs too. So obviously different ways of getting it up, but yeah, so far this is looking good, a good test run.
Table has to have.
Yeah. don't need a struggle. And we're off, job done. Been much easier if we had a slip ramp though. But at least it's doable.